Hello everyone, welcome back to the Jikook Diaries channel. No one was truly prepared for that night. A fleeting moment, just a few seconds, but enough to leave millions of fans around the world speechless, re-watching, and wondering the same thing. What exactly happened that night? Why did that closeness feel different than before? And most heart-poundingly, was this just friendship, or something deeper? Jimin Jungkook's name is back in the spotlight, not because of his incredible stage performance or his mesmerizing voice, but because of an interaction so tender, so personal, that it sparked dating speculation that immediately spread among ARMY. And on the other hand, the person he's always been close to, with whom he's shared thousands of meaningful moments over the years, Park Jimin, is once again part of a story that's making fans' hearts flutter. That night wasn't just any night. It was a night that made the internet pause, and made the world ask, what really happened? The evening began as usual. There were no major announcements, no suspicious official schedules, and no signs that anything special was about to happen. The members of BTS were going about their daily activities, and fans were simply hoping to catch a glimpse of a warm interaction between them. But then, a short video began circulating on social media. It was only a few seconds at first, filmed from a simple angle, with no professional quality. But precisely because of its simplicity, the video felt so real, and staged, and unplanned. In the video, Jungkook is seen standing very close to someone. The distance between them is so small, there's barely any space between them. His gaze is soft, his expression calm, and his movements are attentive. What makes the moment feel different is the way he leans in. He doesn't just stand next to them, but seems to naturally gravitate closer. His shoulders are slightly inclined, his body is turned toward the person, and his hands move in a subtle, almost protective way. Fans watching the video for the first time might have simply dismissed it as a normal interaction. But as the video is replayed, and replayed again, small details begin to stand out. The way Jungkook looks at them, the way he smiled slightly, the way he remained in that position, even when there was no particular reason to do so. And that's where the speculation began. Some fans immediately left comments filled with surprise. They felt there was something different about Jungkook's body language that night. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't overdone, but rather very natural, and that's what made it so emotional. Some said the closeness seemed like someone completely comfortable with the person beside him. Others felt the interaction demonstrated a deeper sense of care than just friendship. It didn't take long for hashtags to start popping up on various social media platforms. Within hours, the video had been viewed millions of times. The discussion grew heated, with fans from all over the world trying to decipher the meaning of that brief moment. What was interesting was how many fans didn't jump to conclusions. Instead, they observed every detail attentively, trying to read facial expressions, body movements, and even the slightest pauses in the interaction. Some wrote that they felt warmth from the way Jungkook was near them. Not a dramatic warmth, but a calm, steady warmth like someone who feels safe. And amidst all the discussion, one question began to arise repeatedly. Was this just friendship, or was there something more? As time went on, more video angles began to emerge. There were shots from slightly different distances, showing the same moment from different perspectives. And from those angles, the closeness became even more apparent. Jungkook didn't just stand close. He remained in that position for a few moments, as if he didn't want to move away. When the person next to him moved slightly, he automatically adjusted his position. The movement was so small, almost imperceptible, but enough to make fans take notice. Some fans called the moment a natural instinct. They felt that Jungkook's actions didn't seem like something consciously thought out, but rather something spontaneous. And precisely because of that spontaneity, the moment felt so genuine. Soon, the discussion began to evolve in a different direction, more emotional. Many fans recalled old moments that showed the closeness between Jungkook and those closest to him. They realized that such caring interactions were nothing new. But that night felt different. There was something about Jungkook's expression that made many feel his feelings were deeper than usual. His smile was softer, his gaze was more focused, and his presence felt more personal. Some fans even said they felt a different energy from the video. An energy that couldn't be explained in words, but was felt by anyone who watched it. On the other hand, others tried to calm the situation. They reminded them that such closeness doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. In a stressful world like the entertainment industry, having someone they can trust and rely on is invaluable. They said Jungkook has always been known as a warm and caring person. He often shows concern for those around him, both on camera and off-screen. Still, that night left a lasting impression. Because even though many people tried to explain it logically, their hearts still felt something different. Something that made them want to watch the video again and again, searching for any small clues they might have missed. Over time, the discussion grew. Entertainment media outlets began covering the moment, and new articles began to appear. Several pop culture analysts tried to understand why that brief interaction could spark such a huge reaction. They concluded that the answer was simple, because it felt real. In an era where so much seems planned and polished, seeing an interaction that seems genuine and spontaneous is especially valuable. And when that interaction involves someone as beloved as Jungkook, an emotional reaction from fans is inevitable. Many people said that what touched them wasn't the physical closeness itself, but the feelings behind it. A feeling of care, a feeling of comfort, a feeling of trust. And it was those feelings that sparked dating speculation. Not because of any clear evidence. Not because of any official statement. But because of the emotions felt by the millions of people watching the moment. But amid all the speculation, one thing remained clear. Jungkook remained himself. He still smiled the same way. He still showed concern for those around him. And he still lived his life dedicated to his career and his fans. That's why many armies ultimately chose to view the moment from a more positive perspective. They said that whatever the closeness meant, what mattered most was Jungkook's happiness. If he felt comfortable, then that was enough. If he felt happy, then that was the most important thing. Because ultimately, any relationship, whether friendship or love, is built on trust and caring. And that night, one thing was undeniable. Jungkook showed a very genuine caring. We may never truly know what happened behind the scenes. We may never get a definitive answer about the meaning of that moment. But that mystery is precisely what makes this story so compelling. Because sometimes, a small moment can convey more emotion than long words. And that night, a small moment managed to make the entire world feel something big. So, what do you think? What really happened that night? Was it just a casual interaction between two very close people? Or were there deeper feelings slowly starting to emerge? Let us know in the comments, because your voice is always a part of this story. If you enjoyed this story and want to stay up to date with every new moment about Jungkook, Jimin, and the world of BTS, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Because on this channel, we'll continue to cover every little detail, every sweet moment, and every heart-pounding story. See you in the next video, and remember, sometimes a simple moment can hold an extraordinary story.